The second trailer for 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐜 Orhan episode 24 just dropped. A mysterious woman crashes a wedding, both wives are breaking down, and Daphne is pulling strings from the shadows. Let's break it all down. So the trailer opens straight with fire. Nilofer Hatun is furious, and she's not holding back at all. She goes directly at Orhan Bey and says, "Your children, your family, none of them will ever accept this woman." And then she hits even harder. "You risked your own life for her." Now that is a serious accusation. She is not just angry about Asporca being in the palace. She is saying Orhan chose Asporca over his own safety, over his own family. But Orhan, he does not flinch. He cuts her off immediately and says, "The woman you are talking about is my Hatun, my wife." And that is it. Conversation over, at least from his side. According to me, Nilofer is not wrong to feel this way. She was his first wife. She has given everything for this man, and now she has to watch another woman walk into her palace with full status. That pain is real. And if the tension with Orhan was not enough, Nilofer and Asporca also go head-to-head directly. Nilofer looks Asporca in the eyes and says, "I know your true face. One day you will be thrown out of this palace." Strong words. But Asporca does not back down for even a second. She fires straight back. "Do whatever you can. I am not going anywhere." I think this rivalry is only getting started. These two are on a collision course, and at some point, one of them is going to do something that changes everything permanently. Okay, now this is the scene everyone is talking about. And honestly, it is the most dramatic moment in the entire trailer. A woman we have never seen before walks into Bursa, calm, determined, holding the hand of a young girl. And right away, something feels off. We then see Daphne talking to this woman. And what does Daphne tell her? "Your daughter will meet her father, and you too will spend your final days in peace." Now hold on. Final days in peace? That is not a promise. That sounds more like a warning, or a threat wrapped in kind words. Daphne is being too smooth here, and that always means she's up to something. Sure enough, this woman and the girl show up right in the middle of Evrenos and Fatima Hatun's wedding ceremony. And then the woman does something absolutely shocking. She climbs up to a high ledge in front of everyone and announces out loud, "I brought my daughter to her father, and you all know him very well." The whole place freezes. Fatima Hatun drops her henna cloth. Evrenos is staring like he cannot believe what he is seeing. The wedding is completely ruined. Now the big question everyone is asking, is this woman actually Evrenos' first wife? And is that girl really his daughter? Honestly, I do not think so. And here is why. Look at who brought this woman into Bursa. It was Daphne. Daphne is a spy. Daphne is a traitor. Everything she does has a hidden motive. According to me, this entire wife and daughter story is a setup. A carefully planned scheme to destroy Evrenos' reputation and break his marriage to Fatima Hatun before it even begins. And that brings us to something very important. Daphne is still alive. She's not in prison, she's not gone. She's out here actively running operations. On the enemy side, things are getting serious too. Shahinshah Bey and Demir Khan are shown meeting with Andreas, forming new alliances and planning their next move against Orhan Bey. Shahinshah lays out the plan clearly. While we look Orhan in the eyes, our man will strike with a dagger at the right moment. So this is a distraction and assassination strategy. They want Orhan occupied and then hit him when he least expects it. But then we see Orhan Bey in his war council, studying maps, planning with his commanders. And he delivers one of the most powerful lines in the trailer. He looks his enemies dead in the eye and says, "Whoever eyes my conquered lands, I will cut off their hands." That is not a warning. That is a promise. And then there is another crisis happening at the same time. Halima and Dursun are captured by enemy soldiers. Halima is screaming his name. Soldiers are closing in, and the trailer just cuts away. No rescue, no answer. According to me, someone is going to show up at the last moment to save them. But who exactly? We will have to wait and see. Now this is the part a lot of people might not expect. We always talk about Nilofer being hurt. But in this trailer, Asporca Hatun is also falling apart emotionally. She is alone with Orhan and she tells him, Nilofer doesn't want to share the man she loves. Orhan tries to stay calm and says, everyone will get used to it in time. But then Asporca looks at him and asks something that honestly hits different. How am I going to share you? And Orhan goes completely silent. No answer. Nothing.
Think about that for a second. Asporca came into this marriage as the second wife. She knew the situation. But knowing something and actually living it are two very different things. She is in love with this man, and she does not want to share him either. So right now, both women are hurting, just from different angles. Now, one last thing. Episode 24 was delayed this week because of a football match broadcast on the same channel, and there are reports that it could face another delay because of Eid al-Adha. So if the episode does not come next week either, we could be looking at a 3-week wait total. Frustrating, but that is the situation right now. Subscribe to our channel Historical TV for more latest updates about historical series.